Hey trail friends, Brian Hudson here, and you're listening to Pathfinders, a hiking podcast with Brian. Today we're tackling a deceptively simple question with big comfort and safety consequences, especially for senior hikers. Should you wear a waterproof jacket, a water-resistant shell, or both at different times? Weather shifts fast in the hills, and our bodies change too. The right layer can keep you warm, steady on your feet, and out longer, while the wrong one can leave you clammy, chilled, and distracted. I'll break down what the labels really mean, the tech inside the fabrics, how to pick for your conditions, and the fit features that make life easier for hands, shoulders, and hips that have earned their miles. By the end, you'll have a clear confidence-building plan. Let's decode the words on the hang tag. Water-resistant means the fabric has a durable water repellent, or DWR, treatment on the surface so raindrops bead and roll off during light, short showers. There's no sealed barrier, so heavy or sustained rain will eventually push through, a failure called wet out. Waterproof means the textile adds a membrane or coating that blocks liquid water, and the seams are taped so needle holes don't leak. Think Gore-Tex, Event, or proprietary membranes from brands. The outer fabric still carries a DWR to stop it from soaking, because a saturated face fabric kills breathability and makes you feel colder. In short, DWR sheds, membrane stops, seam taping closes the last door. So when do you pick one over the other? Choose water-resistant for warm temperatures, light drizzle, mist, or patchy showers when you're moving briskly and generating heat. It's usually lighter, stretchier, and breathes better, which keeps you drier from sweat. Reach for waterproof when the forecast calls for sustained rain, strong wind, cold temps, or long exposure above treeline. Waterproof shells block wind chill, pair better with insulation, and protect during stops when seniors can cool quickly. If you start in mild conditions but elevation or front timing could flip the script, carry a lightweight waterproof in your pack and wear a breathable windshirt or soft shell during the climb. Swap layers as conditions change, not after you're soaked. Let's talk construction. Most shells come in 3 builds. 2-layer sandwiches a membrane to the inside of an outer fabric and hangs a loose liner inside. It's comfortable and quiet, great for gentler pace days, but a bit heavier. 2.5-layer bonds a thin protective print to the membrane instead of a full liner, saving weight and cost. It packs tiny, but can feel clammy against bare skin and is less durable under pack straps. 3-layer laminates the outer fabric, membrane, and a tricoat backer into one robust sheet. It's usually the most breathable and durable, ideal for frequent rain and backpack use, though pricier. For seniors carrying day packs often, a light 3-layer is a sweet spot. Numbers on spec sheets can help, without the jargon headache. Waterproof ratings use hydrostatic head. A lab presses a water column onto fabric until it leaks. For real storms, aim for 10,000 to 20,000 millimeters. More can add margin, but construction and face fabric DWR matter just as much. Breathability comes as MVTR, the grams of vapor moving through a square meter in 24 hours, or as RET, a resistance score where lower is better. Look for MVTR above 20,000 or RET under 6 for active hiking. Remember, airflow from vents and wind makes a bigger difference than small spec jumps. A well-designed hood and pit zips often beat chasing the highest numbers. Fit and features can make or break comfort for older bodies. Look for easy-to-grip zipper pulls and toggles you can manage with reduced dexterity. A 2-way front zipper relieves pressure when seated on a log or riding in the car, and it vents from the bottom on climbs. Adjustable cuffs seal over gloves, while a drop-tail hem covers the lower back and hip belt interface. A generous, well-shaped hood with a stiffened brim protects glasses and keeps water off your face. Articulated sleeves prevent tugging when you plant poles. Prioritize hand pockets set high enough to clear a hip belt, and ensure there's room for a thin puffy without feeling boxy. Comfort equals warmth and steadier movement. Do a mobility check at home or in the store. Put on light gloves and see if you can zip, snap, and tighten hem and hood cords without removing them. Plant trekking poles and reach high overhead. Your cuffs shouldn't slide far, and the hem shouldn't rocket up your back. Turn your head side to side and up. The hood should move with you without blocking peripheral vision or tugging at the collarbone. Try the sit test with a hip belt. Cinch your pack, sit on a bench, and use the two-way zip to relieve bunching. If any move feels fiddly now, it will feel worse in cold rain, so choose the design that works with your body.
Even grate membranes need help moving moisture. Prioritize ventilation. Pit zips dump heat fast without soaking the front of your mid-layer. Mesh-lined hand pockets can double as core vents. Open them when you're grinding uphill. Loosen cuffs a notch to let air flow along the forearms, and relax the hem slightly so moist air escapes rather than pumping up your back. Use the front zipper like a thermostat. Open a third while climbing, then zip up before a windy ridge or a rest break to avoid flash chills. Seniors tend to lose heat faster once damp, so manage sweat early. It's far easier to prevent moisture buildup than to re-warm after you're chilled. Why all this fuss? Because comfort is safety in the wet. When rain soaks your outer fabric and sweat can't escape, your skin cools fast. Add wind, and the chill factor spikes. Seniors are often more sensitive to wind chill and may have a slower re-warm response, so a clammy layer can tip a pleasant outing toward shivers and stumbles. Keep moving deliberately, shorten breaks in the rain, and put on a warmer mid-layer before you cool down, not after. If your base layer is saturated, change into the dry one you packed. Small choices: zipping up before a summit gust, swapping gloves early, stack up to steadier footing, clearer decisions, and a safer day. Build your system around moisture management. Start with a wicking base, synthetic or merino blend, that moves sweat off your skin. Add a light active insulation mid-layer, like breathable synthetic fleece or a lightly insulated jacket with air-permeable panels. Synthetic keeps warmth better than down when damp and dries faster if a squall sneaks through. Top with your shell of choice. For weight and packability, an ultralight water-resistant wind shirt lives in your hip pocket for breezy, warm days. A 6 to 10 ounce lightweight waterproof rides in the pack for mixed forecasts. And a sturdier, 12-16 ounce 3-layer shell earns its place for frequent rain, colder seasons, and trips with a pack that presses fabric against wet brush. Durability matters with packs. Shoulder straps and hip belts abrade fabric. Look for reinforced yokes or tougher face fabrics on models you'll wear under load. Softer, quieter shells feel great in camp, but may snag sooner. Crinklier weaves often last longer. Maintenance keeps performance high. Wash your shell regularly with a technical cleaner, then tumble dry on low to reactivate the DWR. If water stops beating, reproof the exterior with a spray-on or wash-in treatment. Budget-wise, sub-$150 jackets can be fine for occasional use. Prioritize full seam taping, a usable hood, and vents over extra pockets. Mid to high-end shells add better membranes, patterns, and durability. For safety, pick brighter colors and reflective details for dawn and dusk. Here's a simple decision guide. Warm, light rain, or mist while you're moving. Choose a breathable, water-resistant shell or wind shirt with a DWR. Cool, windy, or sustained rain, especially in exposed terrain. Grab a 3-layer waterproof with breathability. Mixed forecasts. Hike in a wind shirt. Keep a lightweight waterproof in the pack, and swap before the sky opens. Try-on checklist. Do the overhead reach and pole plant tests. Wear a cap and glasses under the hood. Perform the sit test with a hip belt. Confirm you can zip and adjust with light gloves. Make sure hood cords don't block hearing or peripheral vision. Pack strategy. Pair your shell with a pack cover, or, better, a liner bag so shoulders don't drive water through wet fabric. Stash a dry base layer in a small dry bag for emergencies. Actionable tip of the episode. Do a 2-minute shower and move test on your current jacket. If water wets out the fabric quickly, or you feel damp inside, wash it with a technical cleaner. Reproof the DWR. Tumble dry to reactivate, and retest. Set a calendar reminder to repeat every 3 months during hiking season. That's our show. We clarified waterproof versus water-resistant, matched shells to conditions, decoded ratings, dialed senior-friendly fits, and built a layering and care plan. Stay curious, hike smart, and I'll see you on the trail.